Hi, friend. I am Gina Liberty. Welcome back to Perimenopausal Chats. And today I want to chat about symptoms. I don't talk about symptoms a lot because I think the ones that are normal to me are ones that I just live with and I don't think anything of because I've lived with them for so long that they're normal to me. So at some point, I may address them if they get to be too much of a bother to me. But I kind of just wanted to go through some of them and get some conversations started about what you're dealing with. And I think a great place for that would be not necessarily in my comments for this YouTube video. You could email me. But I feel like I have created a space in school, and it is a community called the same as my YouTube channel, Perimenopausal Chats. And I want it to be just that. I want us to feel like we're just hanging out in the living room, on the couches, just have whatever beverage that we love to have, and just literally just chatting about these things because I kind of want that space to be, I want it to feel like you can't wait to get to that place to talk to your friends about what's going on and to just kind of brainstorm things and to maybe get some things off your chest. Once you do that, you feel much better knowing you're not alone, knowing there's other people who are going through the same things, and maybe they have something that they tried that you could try and might work. It might not, because all of us are different and we deal with different symptoms at different varying degrees of severity. And, but you just never know, right? And I just want women to know you're not alone. You're not crazy. Your body's not broken. It just needs a little different type of support right now. And part of that is the social and the mental aspect of it, as well as the physical that we go through. So I will have the link to that as well. So come pull up a chair, so to speak, and let's chat about perimenopause, all things perimenopause and beyond. But yes, I'll have that link down below. And I'm really excited about it because it's been on my heart for a couple of years now. And it's about time that I did it because it's a space that I need. And I want to be a part of that group. And I want us to be connected and just really in tune with each other. And then we become more in tune with our bodies and our minds and our hormones throughout that. So I'm super excited about it, and I hope that you are super excited about it, and I hope to see you there. Please say hi. Please say you found me from YouTube. I would love to hear that. So let's get back to the symptoms, and I will talk about a lot of them, and I will maybe go off on a couple of them that I deal with personally or have dealt with personally. And also, I want you to let me know if there's some. I know there's so many, and if you've dealt with some that I didn't talk about, because I know my perimenopausal brain is not going to remember all of them. Now, one of the top ones that women talk about a lot is weight gain, specifically around the middle. And I personally have not dealt with the weight gain, which is kind of funny, not funny, because I have dealt with weight my entire life, weight issues my entire life since probably I got pregnant with my first child. Ever since then, and I was 23. So until the age of 45, so there were 2 decades that I dealt with all things weight. Good and bad. Lots of stupid diets, lots of stupid, crazy workouts, all of which will not work now, which I'm sure you have figured out. And that's something that we can chat about in perimenopausal chats. So it's usually around the middle that I hear. And one thing that I have learned in my last weight loss, my perimenopausal weight loss journey, which is what led me to be a weight loss coach for women going through perimenopause, because there's so much out there that says you can't lose weight during perimenopause. And I beg to differ because I lost, I think, 40 pounds in this perimenopause journey. And I've been in it for 6.5 years now. So it is possible, but your body needs a different combination, and trying to find that combination sometimes is not the easiest thing to do. So it takes patience, perseverance, consistency. You will get there. I promise you. But one of the big things with that, and I touched on it, I don't know, a couple weeks ago maybe, is I've learned a little bit about insulin. And again, I'm not a medical professional. It's just something that I've learned about my body and how it reacts to certain things. And every time you eat or every time you drink something that tastes sweet, you trigger insulin to be released into your body. And if insulin doesn't know what to do, it stores as fat because it is the fat storing hormone. So this is part of the reason why, if not all of the reason why, there is weight gain around the middle. Yes, we lose our estrogen and all of that, but the way our body reacts when insulin is released into our body is now different. So I think that's a big part of it. Fatigue is another huge thing, and it's a big thing that I have dealt with myself. And I think that is one of the things that I feel like is quote unquote normal right now for me. I feel tired a lot, but I also have been working on sleep because I know how important it is to restore everything. And so, doing your nightly routines and even your morning routines that affect your nighttime sleep. There's that. There are so many things, so I can't go through all of the things that affect, but we're gonna try to work on it. Brain fog is another huge one, and I have where I will just forget words. I can't pull the word out. I can maybe see it in my brain, if that makes sense to you, which it probably does if you're in the same stage of life. I call it perimenopause. I can't even speak sometimes. Perimenopausal glitches. See, even the word is that's not funny, people. Come on. Perimenopausal glitches. It's where I will forget those words. I will forget somebody's name. I will just struggle with words sometimes. And that to me is my brain fog. I know some people have different types, but I feel like that's mostly what I've been dealing with. And mine has gotten better, but it's still there. It's still there, as you'll notice in some of my videos. Mood swings and anxiety. Yes, mood swings for sure. You can be, now I haven't had the full on rage, and I know some women deal with that. So, I can't even imagine that part of it, but I will get super overly frustrated or irritated with the teeniest, tiniest things. That has happened. Anxiety has had a full reign of me at some points. I haven't dealt with that for a while now, which I am saying that getting all of my foundation solid, all of my healthy habits in place, when they're all working, I feel like it's much better and it's good right now. So I'm thankful because I was having a hard time going to church every Sunday with the same people that I've seen for years upon years upon years. And it made no sense, right? I know these people. They're my friends. Doing anything outside of my home was a struggle. So I get that one. Dry skin, dry eyes, dry mouth, dry vagina. All of this dryness is not great. It's not great. Try moving to Colorado with that dryness already. I think it takes it to another level. But there are certain things that can be done for them, right? Hair thinning, hair loss. My hair thinned for sure. I've got some extra hair in there to help a little bit with fullness, but it has thinned, and it makes me sad because I love my hair. And yeah, I just haven't done anything about it. Itchy skin, feeling like you have bugs crawling on you. Oh, that's the worst feeling ever. Anybody else? And the itchy inner ears. Oh my word. Oh my word. I mean, if you have this, you know the feeling that I have right now, because it is one of the most annoying things ever. What do? You can't get a Q-tip clear down to where it's itchy. Ugh, it is one of the most annoying things ever. Did I mention that already? Yes, I did, because it is. Heart palpitations. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm doing that every time. Oh my goodness. Whatever. Cracking myself up. So that's good. That's a good thing, right? I had these way back when, and I flipped out a little bit, not going to lie, because anything that has to do with my heart, I don't want my heart jacking up, right? You don't want that. What did I do? I went to get it's called Heart Aware in the Kansas City area. I don't know what it's called here, or wherever you're at, wherever you're located. I don't know what it's called, but it's a simple thing where you can call in, make an appointment. It's like $99, I think it was for me, and it had 3 tests to it. And then you went in and you answered some questions about lifestyle. You got your carotid checked. So like a little sonogram on your neck. They did a scan of when you feel the heartbeat in your belly there. And then they did the blood pressure on your ankles, and they checked 3 different things. And they checked my calcium. I had a 0. And they said that was very rare for somebody my age. And I had it done at age 49 or 50, I believe. And so that was good. My husband also had 0, which is great because his dad died from cardiac arrest when he was 59. And my husband is 53. So a few years ago, we got that done because I wanted to make sure, you want a baseline. And then you go back every 5 years to make sure everything's okay. But anyway, my heart palpitations are normal. I usually feel them when I lay down at night. I need to keep going because this is going to get way too long. Apparently, I've had more than I remembered. Joint pain, yes. Frozen shoulder, I have not had that, although I do question that sometimes, but it hasn't been super horrible, so it can't be frozen shoulder because I've heard some nightmares about frozen shoulder. Headaches and migraines, those can happen. Vertigo, that's one of the first things I had, which made no sense to me whatsoever. And I tried other things to get it to go away, and that wasn't it. It wasn't the crystals in my inner ear, like everybody was trying to tell me. It's literally a symptom of perimenopause, and it was awful. And I'm glad that I don't still have it because it was awful, awful, awful. I felt like I was having to hold on to the wall as I walked down the hallway because I felt like I was walking like sideways like this, and felt like I was going to fall down at any point in time. So anyway, there's frequent UTIs that can happen, and your doctor, if you don't have somebody who knows about perimenopause and menopause symptoms, they might just keep treating you for UTIs and not even realize that it is perimenopause symptom. Bloating, your digestive system can change, so it's important to have those probiotics going on there. Body odor change, my goodness, I never had to deal with BO until perimenopause. That's been fun. Because there's nothing that works really well. Let me just say, if you have something, please tell me because I'm still searching. I have a couple things that kind of help a little bit, but it's not anything. I never had to worry about it before, and now I have to worry about it all the time. So that's fun. And of course, the irregular periods, heavier periods, skipped cycles. My goodness, when we were going through our move and stuff, I had 4 months with no period, and then boom, got it back. And then boom, 2 weeks later, and then boom, 3 weeks later. And then now I'm on day like almost to 2 months again. So it's just crazy. So I want to know if you've been experiencing any of these. Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. Meet me over in my community and let's chat about it. Because you're not crazy. Your body's not broken. You're not alone. This could very well just be, quote unquote, just saying, just perimenopause. And most people don't talk about this stuff. And there's so many symptoms that I didn't even talk about. So this is just some of the more main ones and some not so main, but and some stories of what I've dealt with. But there's more. So let's chat about it. Let's just chat about it. So anyway, I think that's it for this week. I just wanted to go over some symptoms because I know that's one area that I don't talk about a whole lot. But maybe we can go and have different videos about groups of them that are kind of alike or kind of in the same arena and go more in depth on them. I don't know. Let me know if that sounds like something that would be helpful to you. And until next time, go go join the community. Let's chat. And remember that something is always better than nothing, and we will chat soon.